Well, hello everyone and welcome back to American Truck Simulator here tonight. I'm about to pop open my second drink of the night, another Nectar Hard Juice. This one is Lilikoi Passion Fruit. Now wait a minute. We already had established that Lilikoi was a citrus fruit similar to passion fruit. So essentially this is passion fruit, or kind of like, I guess, an Asian version of passion fruit and then a regular passion fruit. I don't know. Let's try it. Oh, God, it squirted everywhere. I was trying to stop that from happening. I got to clean this up, but... Oh, this one smells very strong. Whoa, okay. Oh, it's weird. It's really strong, but it's a bizarre flavor. Seriously, like that doesn't even taste like passion fruit. So I don't know, there's something about it. It's weird because when I had the lychee Lilikoi, it didn't taste so weird, but that one actually legit tastes a little weird. Oh, I don't know if I like that one. So I think my favorites are the, what was the other one? Orange passion fruit and the lychee Lilikoi. Those are my two favorites. This one, I don't think I like it that much. Man. Jeez, it went everywhere. It went all over here. These things are crazy when I open them. Is it on the keyboard? I already tried to dry it. I think I got it all. A little bit down there. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. Oh, it got all over my phone. What the hell? K9, how are you tonight? Good evening. Okay. All right, let's have another sip. Yeah, that's a weird flavor. Okay. Anyway, let's continue on with the biggest job ever, the triple flatbed job that we're going across all of Idaho. I believe we're already into Oregon. We've been in Oregon for a while. Here we go. I do not think, no, we are not cruise controlling right now, simply because we can't cruise control because it's been crazy with the speed changes. Okay. Go. We're making good time. Only 66 miles left. I didn't even realize we are almost done. It was a 300-mile run, and we're only 66 miles left, so we are pretty much in the home stretch right now. I would say this second half has been fun. The first half stunk because we had to keep going through the suburbs and going through all these lights and stuff, but this has not been bad at all. I feel like this job would have been a lot harder if it was more treacherous driving. Like, this was in LA. It probably would have been terrible, but because we're going through these beautiful lanes and hills, the ride's been pretty smooth, and even with the triple flat bed, it hasn't been a problem, right? Not at all. The one problem we had was the stupid blocked road, and there was no way to go around it. I had to drive off the road and drive the wrong way. There was nothing I could do. No, I've never had a Four Loko. Someone is asking, did I ever have the Four Lokos? I didn't even know about them until basically they started pulling them from stores because I guess so many people were drinking them and messing around and getting in trouble. So I never had one. Okay. Wrigley said, if you didn't have any back issues, would you be interested in a cross-country drive? Is that something you'd be interested in doing? Probably. Look at this. Look at this view right now. Look at this beautiful view that we have driving by this, like, river or beach, whatever it is. Probably fresh air. You know, open your windows. You enjoy a beautiful fresh air, right? Driving through these nice nature and everything. Stop every once in a while. Get a nice little, what do they call it? Like a greasy spoon. Get some food, right? Do some tourism. Take some pictures. You know, I think the ideal road trip would be a road trip where you don't have a timetable to do anything. Like, let's say you had 3 weeks to do whatever you wanted, which how many people have that in life? Probably almost no one, right? But let's say you had 3 weeks to do whatever you wanted. Just start driving. Figure it out along the way. Don't even know where you want to go. Just keep driving in a certain direction. Make sure, you know, you may be hitting some landmarks and things you want to do along the way, but every once in a while stopping, refueling, pretty good thing, I think. See the country that way. But sadly, you know, I would never be able to do it as a driver. If I had people who I was alternating, like let's say it was a car of 4 people and all 4 people were alternating, I only had to drive 1/4 of the time, maybe then I could do it. There's no way I could do it now with my back. Thank you, John. John did a $2 super chat. He says, keep trucking, you will make. That's all he said, you will make. And then his message cut off. I don't know if he accidentally cut off what he wanted to say there. Buckwell says there's an add-on coming. You will drive regular Ford vehicles and collect postcards from different towns. So basically, a cross-country tourism sightseeing version instead of truck driving. That's interesting. I think that would be darn fun to drive across the country and hitting up landmarks and getting postcards and challenging yourself to see how long it takes you to do it, stuff like that. John Michael did a $5 super chat, and he says, what are some of your short-term goals? Short-term goals? Well, here's the thing. This year has been a challenge for me. Here's why. All right? Last year, I saw a big resurgence when it came to popularity, when it came to support. Why? Well, because I showed the world that I'm not just some guy who wants to sit around and be a hermit, that I can cross over if I need be, that I can be entertaining with other people. It's, you know, I do good by myself, but also in other situations it works, right? I think people saw a new side of me that they hadn't seen, and they liked it. And a lot of people were interested in my content. And even though I've disassociated myself from those people who I was associating with because they were actually fucking scumbags who I would never associate with in real life for the fucked up stuff that they've done and continue to do. And by the way, they were always planning on backstabbing me anyway, and I knew that from the beginning. But I digress. Even though I'm not associated with them anymore, the good thing is this year was going to be a test. Can I continue to be successful and do better without the assist? To be honest with you, I thought I had a 50-50 shot. I thought maybe things were going to go right back to how they had been before, struggling on streams, not doing well. But it's been the opposite. Things have consistently been better, right? Getting more attention, more support, positivity. I think it's because I took major advantage of the time that I had in that extra spotlight.
Get ready to turn left.
And I did everything I needed to do right then, right? I upgraded my setup, so now I'm able to do all kinds of new content, better quality content. And now I'm sitting pretty right now. Not only am I making great bank pretty much every day that I stream, it's not every single day, but most of the time, right? I am doing much better. But now I got people who are coming by and are like, yeah, we get it now. You know, Phil, maybe, would have been doing this kind of quality of stuff all along if he really could have, but he had some bad luck and some really bad choices. But, you know, we like him. We like his personality. And we want to spend time with him. These streams like tonight end up doing better a lot of the times. It's just me driving a truck, right? I end up doing better on this stream than I do doing a major game, a major AAA game. Because people are coming to spend time with me and hang out rather than, for example, see a new game or how is the AAA release or something like that. And I really appreciate that because that shows that things are changing. People are tuning in for me, not for the game. I really, really, really appreciate that, okay? So short-term goal essentially was this year, can I continue to succeed once I disassociate myself from these toxic parties who I felt were going to try to either change me or bring me down because that was their goal to begin with from the get-go.
Turn right.
Okay? Truth is, I think I've succeeded at that. I've now seen that, no, I can be successful on my own. I didn't need them to begin with. What I needed was for people to give me a chance and stop only seeing me as a toxic meme and say, hey, is this content actually good? Is it cool to hang out with them? I think people now see, oh yeah, it is. No, not everyone, but a lot of people like that now when they come and they hang out and they support way more than I used to get. So now, short-term goal, I guess, would be, can we figure out new and awesome things to do now that we know that, hey, things aren't going to change? I now am making enough that I can buy any game on a whim. I can buy pieces of equipment on a whim. I'm good. I don't have to worry about it. As long as you guys keep supporting me the way that you are, we are solidly good. So what can we do with that now? And that's a good question because we tried a few things this year. We tried Lego streams, right? We tried various different kinds of games. Some worked, some didn't. I'm shocked this game has worked the way that it has. I never thought that the game would work as well as it's working, but it has worked, right? You guys have really enjoyed this stream. So what else could we do? You know, I wonder. We have to think of brainstorm new ideas, new kinds of content, and things that I can now do with the level of support that I'm getting. But outside of that, I want to maintain, and eventually, obviously, I'd like to try to see other things that I can do that maybe aren't just the gaming, but the gaming's been doing incredibly well this year. I'm shocked because I was doing a variety of content, like React content and stuff, and it did well for a while, and then it kind of failed, but the gaming stuff is what's working this year. So, I don't know. Do we focus on different kinds of gamings? I don't know.
Turn left.
Gotta think about it, right?
This is where it ends.
This is where it ends. All right, we did it. Let's go ahead and just... No, there is no way I'm going to try to deliver it. Like, that's insane. Look at that. So, 26 grand. I made every dollar. There was not a single deduction. Look at that. Giant amount of experience. That is excellent. The only bummer is, because the job took so long, I probably don't have enough time for a longer job. I have to do like a shorter job for tonight to wrap it up. But man, look how well I did on that, right? Good stuff. Okay. So, excellent stuff. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. We got to figure out what we want to do next. Guys, thank you for the support. We had 2 super chats from John Michael, right? A $2 and a $5. Let's get those up on the leaderboard. So now we're up to 109 bucks of support. We only got 41 to go to hit our goal for the night and to continue the incredible streak of hitting our goals when I play Truck Sim. So let's get it going. Jade, you're back. You're playing some rivals tonight, having a good time with that. That's cool. All right. Good stuff. All right. So, great stuff. The thing is, before we do another job, we absolutely are going to have to go sleep and everything because that was a very lengthy job, right? Let's see where we are. Where in the heck are we? I did not mean to do that. Okay, it's right down the street. So here we are. Let's go do that quick. And then let's see what jobs are in the area that we can do. But good stuff. Let's go refuel and everything. Okay, someone on Kick just asked something interesting. So here's a follow-up to the question because someone asked, what are my goals right now, right? So, last year, I had arguably what was one of my most profitable streams of all time. Although it wasn't my most profitable because actually there was one stream ages ago. And I know a lot of people find this crazy because even I do. I had a stream where I made something like $3,000 to $4,000 because someone tipped me over $2,000 in that one stream. So because of that, that's my most profitable stream of all time, okay? But last year when I was doing this collab, I reacted to the Review Tech USA documentary. And for the most part, because the fans of the people I was collabing with came to the stream and supported it, I made something like $3,000 on that stream. Like, no exaggeration, between the tips, the super chats, the memberships. Because I wasn't on Kick at the time, so it wasn't Kick subs or partner revenue there, but it was between everything else. I made about $3,000 freaking dollars on that one stream.
Turn right.
Okay? And that's amazing. And of course, I'm very grateful for that. It's sad that the fans of the guys I collabed with, a lot of them, because I decided not to work with those guys anymore and they were basically turning on me, they've gone away. And it sucks. There were some really good people, right? Like for example, there was 2 or 3 really nice people who come by the streams, talk. They were really good. I don't know why they decided to just not come back when I just disassociated myself from Kino Casino. It sucks. Maybe they just didn't want blowback on them, but it is what it is, right? So anyway, that one stream, I made around 3K. What I want to do, and I don't know if I'll be able to do this anytime soon. I have no idea. Okay? I would like to do a stream where I can make that level of success for myself. Where the reason that I did it was because of me. Not because I'm collabing with someone because there's extra drama on that particular stream, but because people like me enough that they want to support me to that level. Okay? And I don't know. I don't know if that'll ever happen. It would be nice if it did. I had a chance to do that on my birthday. My birthday stream this year was insane. I made almost $2,000 on my birthday. Oh, there's a skate park. Look at this. Oh, that's really cool. There's a freaking skate park right there. I mean, their animation of the kids is awful. They look terrible. But it was cool that that was even in the game. I like that. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I would like to, hopefully, at some point in my content creation career, be able to do a stream that's the same level of success, if not more success, than that co-op stream that I did, because that way it would show that I could do it for myself, and it's not just because I was with Kino Casino that I did that much.
You're going too fast.
You know, and again, I've had great streams. My birthday stream this year was insane. It was super duper good, over the top, you know, positive, and I'm appreciative of that.
Right.
But I want to be able to show that I've got it in me. Now, I don't know how I'm going to do that. I don't know what kind of an event would ever do that. I don't think the Mega Man Marathon I'm doing on Friday is going to do those numbers. You know what I mean? It would have to be something special. I don't know what it would be. We'd have to think about that. Like, well, if I was going to do one big stream that would really bring in the numbers and the support, what in the holy hell would it be? Right? I don't know. See, for me, the ideas, here's the problem, is that I've been around for so long and I've done so much that there's really not a lot that I think people would be interested in seeing outside of my normal stuff, because I've done so much, right? Like,
how many times do I have to tell you to slow down?
What stream would actually bring in that kind of support and numbers? A crossover stream. If I could do something with Rings of Redemption. If I could actually finally have a grudge match with LTG. That kind of stuff. And that's what sucks, because you're reliant on someone else.
Get ready to turn
and these people, sadly, are just not trustworthy people to work with. I've tried. It's like insane work to even get them to budge, to respond. It's a joke. They don't know how to make money. It's pretty sad. You know, it really is. Like, I do wish that I could do those projects because people want them, but I can't do them because those people won't work with me, because they're just like impossible. So instead, I got to try to figure out something to do for myself, and that's a lot harder. Again, when you've been around for 17 years as a creator, realistically, what haven't I done? Right? What haven't I done that I could do that would be something different, that would blow people away and they want to see me, you know, do content of it? I don't know. But again, you have to understand, but I'm not like everyone else, okay? That, sadly, if I try to do things that other creators do, it won't work, because of the level of harassment and stalkers that I have. People will always try to ruin stuff for me and mess with it. I can't do certain things. It has to be stuff that's in the confines of safety of my house, my work, you know, stuff here. I can't go do crazy IRL shit. I can't. The moment that I said I was gonna do it, people will go fuck with me and do messed up stuff. I can't be doing that stuff, you know? Okay. Oh, it would help if I turn the engine off. I'm like, why is the gas not going in? Because I'm stupid. There we go. Okay. So, jobs. No, I don't want quick job. I want freight market. There we go. And I'm right here, so let's take one out of Lakeview. Let's see where they go. Yakima, Washington. That's a huge job. Damn, I don't even have time to do that one tonight. No, I want to do a shorter job. Well, I don't want to go back to Boise. I just came from Boise. Want to go back to Cali? We could, but we got to do a shorter job. These are all really, really long jobs. Okay, this one's not so bad. Bend, Oregon. That's a shorter one. Another one to Bend. Two different ones to Bend, Oregon. These are going to take too long. I want to try to finish a job tonight. How about the power generator to Truckee, California? Let's try that. How about that one? That sounds good. A power generator. Let's see if we can pull this one off. By the way, thank you, Chef Demeski, for a $10 super sticker. I really appreciate that. Chef Demeski been supporting me all day long. He also contributed to the earlier stream. Really appreciate that, man. Good to see you here tonight. the record, Chef, we have a new animation for $10 super chats, not super stickers. Sadly, super stickers don't go through the pop-up system. If you did a $10 super chat, there's a brand new animation with music that plays too. Okay. No, Clay JT, marathons are not when we hit 100 goals. We kind of abandoned that many months ago. Now we're just doing marathons once a month, pretty much. Okay. Jade says, my goals are to meet guys in WWE like John, RKO, Cody, Jay, and to see you happy. That's my goal. Oh, that's nice of you, Jade. That's so nice of you. He says one of his goals is to see me happy. Dude, I'm happy. I want to make this abundantly clear to everyone. I'm happy. Okay, I am. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and let's do this one, the power generator. Okay.
Let's do this.
Oh, looks like it stopped raining. Oh, there's lightning in the background, though. Did you see that? You good? Okay. We're going to get a power generator, and we're going to drive it. Oh, wait, it started raining again. Oh, you know why? Because I'm so stupid, because we were in the protective thing of the gas station, of course. That's why. Okay. All right, let's go pick up this power generator and try to do this job by the end of the night. How about a stream where I show you how to make a club sandwich? No.
Get ready to turn right.
I keep telling you guys, I'm not going to do stuff outside of this room. Because, no exaggeration, my stalkers are so absolutely effing insane that they would use any footage of anything in my house outside of what's in this room against me for really messed up reasons. I'm not doing it. You know, I'm just not taking the chance. You have insane people talking just crazy stuff constantly. I can't put my family at risk.
Caution. You're exceeding the speed limit.
Gunsfelder says, how many times have we prestiged with 100 goals this year? Oh, I don't even know. I didn't count. I have not been counting, so I actually legit don't know. But it seems to be always corresponding with the marathon. So probably the first one was the Mega Man Marathon. And then, so probably like once a month. I'm pretty sure it's about once a month we've been doing it. I'm not 100% on that, but again, I'm not really keeping track. Yeah. So someone had said, why is it so important to me to have a stream that does better than the one that I did with the collab with Kino Casino last year? Because that is meaningful. I feel like that's an accomplishment to show I don't need a crutch, I don't need an assist, that I can still do really well for myself and not need, you know, these guys bringing toxic hype to it, which is exactly what it was, you know? Here we go. All right, here we are. Do it. The power generator.
Let's get this job done.
Alrighty. I'm gonna hook up to it, but then I don't know how I'm gonna turn around here. That's gonna be a problem. Jade, you're welcome. He said, thank you for all these years. You're welcome, Jade. What's up, Game Boy? Good evening. How are you doing, man? Good to see you.
Time to hit the road.
So now the challenge is to get this out of here, because I have to turn around completely. And that's going to be a pain. Nick, I don't know what to think of that. He says, what do you think about Chris Benoit not being allowed in the WWE Hall of Fame? I mean, the guy is a heinous mass murderer, but a heinous multiple murderer. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter what your wrestling accomplishments are. If you're a heinous multi-murderer, they're not going to let you into a Hall of Fame of prestige. You know what I mean? I don't think the fact that Chris Benoit is not going to make it into the WWE Hall of Fame means that anyone thinks that he was a bad wrestler. I just think that people feel like the egregious actions that he performed outside the ring far outweighed any positive things he did in the ring. And there's no way that we could ever forget what he did outside the ring to give him accolades about what he did in the ring. Do you understand? Pretty, you know what I'm saying? Like, that would be like, okay, so there's someone who donated $1 million to charity, but also, they, you know,
Turn right.
killed the entire population of a major metropolitan city. So does the fact that they
Turn
donated
left.
$1 million off-put the mass murder they created? No, right? You're still gonna remember that they killed like 100,000 people. So that's what I mean. Like, you can't be. That's it. Heinous actions like that, people aren't going to remember anything positive that you've done. Go. What's my goal for my channel 10 years from now? There's absolutely no way that I can answer that because, dude, my life has been so crazy ever since I uploaded my first YouTube video. If you were to tell me nearly 20 years ago, when I uploaded my first YouTube video as a hobby, that it was going to turn into anything that would make me money or be a job, or that I'd be on this insane ride of popularity, infamy, you know, I never would have predicted it, and nor would I even know if I would have wanted to do it, quite frankly. The thing is, there's no way to plan. There literally is no way to plan because it is so weird of a life situation and a work situation. Things change so frequently that who knows if in 10 years Kick will even exist? Who knows if YouTube will allow streaming like this? Who knows if anything will exist? 10 years ago, I wasn't doing full-time live streaming with interactions and monetization and anything like I'm doing right now. Like, literally, this didn't exist. This was all non-existent 10 years ago, right? So how could I even predict in another 10 years what's going to happen? You know? There's no way you could do that. So there's no point. You know, you got to be paying attention to trends. You got to be trying to pay attention to new things. I heard about Kick, learned a little bit about it, stuck my toe in the water. Now I'm on Kick. Things are going good. I'll keep listening for new trends, new things going on, things that I can partake in, and, you know, new kinds of content, new kinds of games. You guys tell me about them. I'm now trying to jump into certain ones and things that sound good to me, but I don't know what's going to happen. I literally have no clue, and I don't think anyone does. Anyone who's in my business who thinks that they can have a 10-year plan is probably just fucking ignorant or insane. There's no way you could do that shit. Any given moment, everything could be taken away, or things could completely blow up and be different. You're gonna go soon, Jade? It's all good. Thanks for chilling tonight. This will be my last job of the night. I don't know if we'll finish it. I'm gonna try, but I don't know if we're gonna actually wrap it up here. Do you remember my first DSP video ever that I uploaded? Yeah, it was Midwest Championships. It was a Street Fighter tournament that I attended in the outskirts of Chicago, Illinois. I forget the name of the arcade at this point because it's been so long. But the pro player Jason Wilson and the FGC ran the tournament, and it was super fun. It was all arcade. It was actually no console stuff. It was all ran on arcade stuff. And I was just documenting it because at that point, it was 2007. And I was nearing the end of my run as a competitive Street Fighter player. That was the last year where I really hardcore practiced and played Street Fighter. So I wanted to kind of document me going through the circuit and stuff. And I documented that tournament, I remember. And I uploaded the videos, and pretty much no one watched them. They had a few hundred views each, maybe 1,000 tops each. No one really cared, and I was like, I don't know if I'll ever do anything then with this. You know, it was kind of, it's a nice place if I ever want to archive gameplay footage or whatever, but I don't know if I'll ever really do anything seriously with it. Oh crap, agricultural inspection? Really? Agricultural inspection. This is interesting. Okay, we're good. I guess they were checking for what, like foreign plants on my truck? That's a little weird. Anyway, so yeah, like that was it. Like I would never really plan on doing anything special with my YouTube channel at that time. I thought maybe occasionally I'll do a trip vlog, or I'll go to a tournament and I'll record some stuff. But then a year later, I had been diagnosed with my back injury, which was a severely herniated disc in my lower back. I could no longer travel. It was so bad. I had like shooting pain and numbness in my legs, and I couldn't even really drive long distances or do anything like that anymore. So basically my days of competing in Street Fighter were over. And I got back into console gaming for the first time since the early 2000s. I started playing games like Mass Effect, BioShock 1, GTA 4. I'm trying to remember all the ones I played during that time period. Blue Dragon, Tales of Vesperia, okay, that kind of stuff. I went and I bought a PlayStation 3, which I didn't have yet. I only had an Xbox 360. I bought a PS3, so now I can play games like Uncharted and stuff like that. And I had zero aspirations to be a YouTuber or make any content for YouTube until I saw the videos of the Angry Video Game Nerd and the Nostalgia Critic, and I was a fan of theirs, and I was kind of inspired by them.
Get ready to turn left.
To maybe just make a silly video and see what happened if I did silly commentary.
You're going
Because
too fast.
when I was in Street Fighter, everyone always said they liked hanging out with me because I would always talk shit, but I would tell a lot of jokes, and they thought that my attitude was funny. You know, very,
Turn left.
my shit doesn't stink. I made no mistakes. Yeah, I still lost the match. It must be because the joystick doesn't work. It must be because the buttons aren't working. Like, blame everything on anything but me, right? And they liked it. It was funny. People thought my level of shit talking is absolutely hilarious, and my level of cockiness, right? So I said, maybe I'll make some videos where I'll play games. I'll be just like that. And I never took it seriously. I was drinking during the videos and stuff. But then they blew up in popularity on YouTube overnight, and then the rest is kind of history. Where I said, oh, maybe I'll just keep doing this as a hobby. Then I lost my job 2.5 years later. I started doing it as a job. I got partnered, and it all began. So, yeah, my first videos were never content that was ever intended to be watched by a large audience or that was going to make money. It was just some random videos of me at a Street Fighter tournament and the random stuff that we did there. And it's funny because Jade just said in chat, the first videos I ever saw of you, you were playing Super Street Fighter 4. It's just crazy because I've been around for so long. Like, I'm pretty much like there's generations of people who have seen my stuff for so long that everyone has a story of what was the first thing that they saw of DSP, what got you into DSP, and it's always a different answer. Sometimes it's Heavy Rain, sometimes it's the old Street Fighter stuff, sometimes it's the more modern, his Minecraft run, right? That's more modern, but some people are like, oh, that's like 5 years ago, that's old school DSP. That's what I mean. I've been around for so long that everyone has like a special thing that they really enjoy, and that's awesome. Like, no lie, that's actually really awesome that there's thousands upon thousands of people who've all enjoyed my content, and apparently I was lucky enough to be able to entertain and put a smile on their face over these years, you know? And now here we are, 17, almost 18 years after I started, and I'm happy. I'm healthier than I actually have been before. I'm lower weight, better physical condition than I was, you know, beforehand. I'm happily married, living in a great place. You know, at a good place with my work, with my streams and everything. It's all good. This is so awesome. It's like kind of like, I really do feel like I came out the end of a dark tunnel where I was stuck for a long time and I didn't know what was going to happen. And things are going really well. So, it's good stuff, man. Oh, wow, big contribution came in. Hold on. Darkside Jasper gifted 5 more subs over on Kick. I just noticed. Thank you so much, Darkside Jasper. That is awesome. So now, I'm actually confused. I think, no, Darkside Jasper would be the biggest sub-contributor of the night at 6, right? No, 7, because you already gifted 2. You're at 7. So that is $25 more of support here. Which means we are now at 143. And also that means I owe you a $20 contribution animation. Here we go. I need banana, tasty banana. Very nice. Thank you, Darkside Jasper. Appreciate that. Everyone who just got a gifted sub, enjoy. All right, so now, let's do the home stretch. Let's try to finish this job tonight, and let's hit that goal. We are so close to hitting it. Let's hit that goal tonight, folks. It was 6 subs? There's only 5 in my queue. Hold on. You're correct. Thank you for telling me. So because it was 6, that means you're actually up to 8 total tonight. Yeah, sorry. Again, please tell me that. Thank you for telling me that. My queue, for some reason, has also been wrong for like the last 2 days. It only says 5. It shows 5, but you did do 6. I went and looked, and on the page it says 6. So thank you for that. And then hashtag Fluffy did a £2 super chat and says, I've enjoyed your stream tonight. Thank you to hashtag Fluffy for £2. Excellent and awesome. And with that, it is now time to celebrate because, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially back. We have had a full day of successful streams, hitting the goals, crushing the trolls, getting it done. Thank you so... Oh, Nick also just did a $7 super chat. Says, goal hit, here you go. Thank you to Nick. So actually, we have now exceeded the goal at 157. Thank you so much, Nick. Let's get it going here with a little bit of celebration. I hit the wrong button, but attention nonetheless. Thank you guys so very much for all of your support. Thanks for your engagement. Thanks for your views. Thanks for the awesome conversation, the chill vibe, and the great time that we have together here on DSPGaming. No matter what I'm doing, but particularly these streams, and man, how these streams not worked out well. I guess you guys just love chilling with me when I'm driving around and having a few brews, right? Cheers to everyone out there. I appreciate you all very, very much. We hit the goal again. 92. 92 goals out of 100. 8 to go for DSP tries it. Let's get it done. Thank you, guys. All right. Good stuff. Whew. Alrighty, alrighty. Good stuff. What's that? If someone does a $150 donation, it should automatically put something on the screen. Put what on the screen? I missed what you were saying. Jade, I will say goodnight to Cat and Jasper for you. Have a good night, man. Okay. Are we ready? Let's continue with this job, guys. Let's get this job done. If we can. I don't know if we can, but I'll try. Okay. I don't think so. We got about... Damn, I only got about 15 minutes left. I really don't foresee us finishing this job tonight. Especially because, as you can see, very narrow roads. Can't really go too fast. We can only go like 50, 55. Yeah, not looking too good for finishing the job tonight, which really sucks. I wanted to finish it. The coin drop screen? Oh, you mean like automatically have the coin drop? I don't think you can do that. Like, I can do an animation that is set to one quadrant of the screen automatically, but I can't do like a full... Basically, there's no way to set it up separate. That if, let's say someone did a $10 contribution, so there's an animation that plays in the corner of the screen. There's no way then if someone does a $150 animation to do a full screen animation. It's all just confined to that corner of the screen. You see what I'm saying? So every animation would have to be full screen in order to make that happen. So yeah, that ain't gonna happen. It would be nice if it did. Imagine if it was automatic. If all of a sudden out of nowhere I'd be driving and all of a sudden just coins start raining on the stream. I'm like, oh, I guess we hit the goal. And everyone starts dancing. That would be pretty cool. But I don't think they've gotten there yet with their level of animations and automation. Oops. Very nice. Okay. Thank you guys so much, really. This is what I mean. I don't really worry too much. anymore when we have a slow day. To be honest, I used to, because you guys gotta please understand something. I came out of a part of my life here the last, like 5 years ago. I went through a bankruptcy. No exaggeration. I was living like stream to stream. If I made a good amount on stream, I was good for a few days. If I didn't, now I was actually literally saying, what bill do I pay? What can I buy this week when I go to the grocery store? I'm not like that anymore, thankfully, because things are much, much better. But it used to be if I had a bad day, I'd be nervous and freak out. Now, yesterday didn't work out so well, right? Yesterday, I had an $80 stream on the first stream, and I did a $40 stream at night. But I can sit back and be like, you know what? I don't gotta worry, because I know that people are gonna have my back. They're gonna come support my content this week. I'm not gonna sit here and freak out and scream about it and cry about it. And it works out. It really does. Like, I feel so much better now because I don't have to worry about, this kind of stuff. I used to have to. Sometimes it was hard to sleep at night during that time of my life. But now that's years in the past. It's in the rear view mirror, right? And I'm very happy for that, and I'm grateful for that. So thank you all. Holy crap.
Get ready to turn left.
Yeah. Here we go.
Turn left.
Well, I made it. I actually made the turn. I'm shocked I did. Are we doing on time? We may be able to do it. The Detractors Are Sad says, I think you dropping the drama people helps a lot. Yeah, you have to understand Detractors Are Sad. I've already explained it, but no one seems to want to believe me. I had to do what I did from August of 2024 until March of 2025. It was a necessary evil. Because no one was willing to give me a shot. Everyone just wanted to say Phil was a meme, Phil is a joke. No one wanted to actually look at me in a positive light and say, hey, he can be funny. He actually is entertaining. No one wanted to give me that chance. And it wasn't until I found a way to get that level of chance, right? That level of, hey, people are going to give me the benefit of the doubt, that a lot of people I think saw, oh, actually, it's not like they say. Phil is not the devil. So what if he spent money on mobile games? So what if he's made, mistakes in the past? He's not actively making these horrible mistakes anymore every day. I don't even understand what it is that he did that's so horribly wrong that everyone seems to hate him for. And I'm actually going to give him a fair shake. And they did. And since that's happened, man, have things been different, right? But the thing is, I had to do that. I had to do that 6, 7, 8 months. I had to tough it out, even though I'm sure you guys could probably tell during that time period, I wasn't really having a great time. Like, even though I put on the brave face and I was doing my absolute best to act like, oh, this is all good, I'm not a drama guy. I don't want to sit around and just make drama content all day. I'd much rather chill, hang out, make positive, meaningful content with you guys that doesn't hurt anyone. Okay, that's what I really enjoy more. And not to say that every once in a while you can't step out of your comfort zone and do something silly or drama, but that's not who I want to be. Okay? And it seems like for some sad reason, with these people on the internet, it's all or nothing. Either you have to be a lolcow drama queen 100% of the time, or you can't do it at all. I don't get that. I really don't. Okay? So, basically, I hope you understand that during that time period, that had to be done. It was actually planned. It worked exactly according to my plan. Don't ask me how, because I thought many points along the way it would get derailed and not work. But it kind of worked out exactly how I had wished. And by the end, like I said, the only regret I have is that there was that final stupid appearance I did on the dumb UFO conspiracy show, which was a complete waste of time. It literally covered no new ground. It was just a rehash of detractor memes. It was a complete stupid hack job, basically. But outside of that, everything else there worked well. And I didn't have any problems with it. Like, I was like, nice. And I got out when I wanted to. And now here I am, successful, happy. We're at, like I said, we are at the other end of that tunnel. And I'm happy for it. But I understand there was a lot of my longtime viewers and fans were so confused and so upset with me during that time period. They're like, what are you doing? This isn't you. Every day now you're doing drama on your podcast and stuff. Like, what is this crap? And the truth is, I get, every once in a while, is it fun to poke at Review Tech USA or whatever?
Keep
Yes,
right.
it is.
Then exit
but
right.
I don't want to make a living out of it. I don't want to be the internet bully. I just want to make content that people enjoy and no one
Exit
gets hurt
right.
in the process. You know what I'm saying? So, I hope you guys understand that, and I certainly hope that, you
Turn right.
see how it worked out for the better. That it could have gone way worse, but now things are much better for all of us here together on streams, right? So, excellent. Good stuff. And again, I get it. Detractors are sad. He's like, yes, the reason things are going so well for you is probably because you got out of the drama. Yes, but I had to get into the drama to get to where I am. It was kind of like it really was like, I know it's so stupid and cliche and dumb. I had to pull off a heist. I had to fool people into a sense of security, into thinking that everything was great, to get to the point where then I was like, all right, I'm out of here, and I'm going to do my own thing, but I already got what I needed. I'm good. This is all I ever needed. I got everything I ever needed to be successful for myself, and boom, here it is. So there you go. There you go. A bunch of other people said stuff, but I can't respond to it now because all your messages went off the screen. We are rushing to try to finish this final job. Okay. No, there really weren't any truck sim games at the arcade that I can remember. I don't remember anything like this at arcades back in the day. Whoa. I was trying to read chat, and here we go. That's what happens. Do I feel that there were moments that the Kino guys had my best interests in mind? Yeah, whenever it benefited them. Because ultimately, everyone knows this. From the day one, everyone said it. Those guys don't really like you, Phil. They're using you. They're using you right now because they're going to get positivity and content by kissing your butt, but eventually they're going to turn on you. I knew that. I knew that from day one. I'm the one who reached out to them. They didn't reach out to me. It was my idea. I orchestrated the whole thing. I made them think that I was the dumbest motherfucker on the planet so that they would trust me. It was all according to my plan. But again, no one... Oh, Phil's not smart enough. Then how are we where we are right now? Explain. Dumb luck? Oh, Phil's just completely lucky dude that it turned out the way it did. No. This was actually the plan from day one. And if it didn't work out at any point, who cares? Because guess what? I already was the laughingstock of the internet, so who cares if it didn't work out? It wasn't going to get any worse, that's for sure, right? Oh, it could only have positivity. It was the only outcome for me at that rate. They were already going to make fun of me. They already were beginning to make fun of me. So I got into it at exactly the right time. I hit when the fire was hot. We did that collab with the Rich documentary that was about to come out that I was following and I knew it was coming out. It was all perfectly timed. And I was smart enough to not overcommit to crap that would have hurt my core audience, that then they would have been so turned off that they would have left permanently and never come back. In fact, I think it was exactly the right time. It was like 3-4 months where I was heavily involved in stuff. Then around Christmas time, it tapered off. And then really the only other stuff that I did was the Smart Guy show. And then it ended. And that was the end of that. You know what I mean? Like, it worked out exactly right. Exactly fucking right. So, I'm good. I'm happy. It's like people say, oh, but what about all the stuff that's happened since then? All the things that they made fun of you. Who cares? It's all on the internet. What the fuck do I care about what people on the internet say about me? They've been saying it for the last 15 years and they will continue to say it. It's not affecting me. I don't care. Way station? Okay, there must be a way station coming up. So, yeah, it doesn't affect me at all. Why the fuck do I care what they have to say about me? They were gonna say it anyway. In this case, I got something incredibly positive out of the entire situation. And now I'm much better off than I was before. So why would I be upset? I don't care. Let them talk about me forever. Doesn't affect me. I'm not kidding you. I have no idea what anyone has said about me since March. I pay no attention whatsoever. I only hear about it when you guys come on my streams and say stuff in the chat, and I'm like, I don't know nothing about it. It doesn't affect me. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure there's been 700 conspiracies, insults, nonsense stuff said. I don't know anything about it. I really don't. I couldn't even have a fucking clue what you're speaking of, because I don't care. It's very, very easy to just ignore the nonsense. It really is. I did it for the longest time, and I continue to do it, and I'm happy and healthy and successful, so why the hell do I give a shit? Right? Let them say what they want. Good for you. Make money. You get that. Look at it this way, okay? There were two ways this could have went. Either way worked out for everyone, okay? Either I would have teamed up with Kino Casino long term, and we would have made long-term content together and all of that, right? But that might not have been the best for me, because then I'm kind of not doing stuff that I like to do. I'm really isolating my core audience that doesn't like drama, right? But it could have been successful. I don't know. If I teamed up in a part of their team, because again, they were working on trying to do like a team of content creators that were going to be part of their group, much like how LolCow Live has the LolCow universe. They kind of wanted to do their own thing with that, okay? So I was going to be part of that. I was going to be part of the initial group or whatever. So that could have worked, but that would have meant sacrificing everything that I love, the 15 plus years that I've been a creator. I didn't want to do that, right? That's why I got out when I did. So it was either go along with them, right, doing that. I don't even know what this is. For some reason, I was in line for an agricultural inspection, even though it didn't say I needed to do one. Or it was get out when I did, and then those guys are going to do what ultimately they wanted to do anyway, make fun of me and bank on it. Right? So either way, everyone wins. No? Either I stayed with them and we were all successful, or I left and then they get to make fun of me and they make a bunch of money on it, and I'm still doing well, so we're still all successful. There's no losers in this situation at all. Everyone won. And that was my plan from the start. But a lot of people aren't smart enough to understand that, because again, everyone seems to think I'm a complete fucking idiot. You know I was the valedictorian in my high school, right? You know that I actually very calculatedly think out plans, meticulously think of things before I do them. Yes, there are moments when I act incredibly stupid because of emotion, or because I just make a dumb spur of the moment decision. But when I actually think about things and I actually put effort into them, things go well. Do you think that it was a fluke that I was a good Street Fighter player, or do you think that I actually planned out the way that I was going to try to win and how I was going to practice?
And then exit right.
I'm telling you, people are just dumb because they think I'm so stupid. Go ahead. What do they say?
Exit
the biggest
right.
trick that the devil ever pulled off is that he convinced the world that he didn't exist. Go ahead thinking that I'm a dumb motherfucker. Let's see how far you get in life, believing how dumb that I really am. Now I got distracted. Now look what I did. I just got distracted and I'm screwed because I didn't get off the exit because I was talking. But go for it. Think how dumb I am, and then convince yourself somehow that everything that I've told you about this was a lie, when in reality, everything is already done. Everything is good, right? Like, there's nothing bad going on. Everything has worked out very well for everyone involved. So why do I give a shit what you have to say about me negatively or toxically? I don't care. Say what you want. I'm good. Fuck, I was gonna try to do a U-turn, but now the road split. God damn it. Well, this is what I get. See what I mean? I still do dumb things. See, here I am driving, and I'm talking with you, and I don't take the exit, and now I screwed myself over on this job, and I'm probably not gonna finish it. Or I'm gonna finish it late. I'm gonna be like, no money, right? Damn it. Well, this sucks. I was totally gonna do a UE. And I screwed myself here. And now I actually can't even get any speed either. Look, I'm flooring it right now. God damn it. No, if I can't, I can't drive through the grass because there's too much elevation there. If there was no elevation, I totally would. But if I drive through that grass there, I'm gonna wreck. I'm gonna end up destroying my truck and the cargo, so I can't do that. It's like a ditch. See, it's like a ditch there. And I'm out of time, so I might just have to stop. I don't have enough time to finish this job now. I fucked up. Damn it. Look, now it's like a freaking mountain. I can't get past it. The moment I can pull a Yui, I will, but I might just have to do the real Yui coming up here. Damn. It was almost perfect, but I got distracted. It's my fault. Right.
Exit right.
Oh, shit.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Oh, eyes are burning now too.
Left.
No. I gotta try to finish this.
Turn left.
Oh shit. Yeah, who knows? You know, it's so weird because people say all the time, how successful is actually someone on the internet and how do you judge it, right? Like, in truth, just so you guys know, and I've said this before, and I know, again, a lot of people don't believe me. There has never been a fake contribution on one of my streams. Okay? Never. I've never faked a contribution.
Keep left.
That's why sometimes I don't hit goals. If I was faking contributions, I'd be hitting at goals every fucking stream, okay? I've never done that. I've never view-botted myself. I've never done anything illegitimate when it comes to levels of support at all. Everything you've ever seen on my streams is real, okay? It's God's honest truth. So, the thing is, it's so hard to judge how other people are doing. Like, some people talk about Kino Casino, and they're like, well, how successful are those guys really? How much are they actually making? I don't know. You know, how much is real? How much isn't? Are all those contributions real? Do they get any chargebacks or anything? I don't know. Are all the views they get real? Do they view bot? You know, people heavily apparently have accused them of view botting. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't, because the thing is, I came in the middle. So I don't even know, like, what kind of viewers they bring or whatever. So I have no idea. But you would think they're making insane money. Like, seriously, you would think, especially for the amount that they work, because they don't work that much, but they still apparently have insane amounts of money, so the bank must be real. I feel like the contributions you see on their streams are probably completely legit, and that the views, even if they're real or not, they're probably still getting credit for them. You keep in mind, they've been in the Kick, or the Twitch, boy, I can't speak, it is Kick. They've been in the Kick partner program for a long time, where you get paid for your views. They're probably making bank just on the views alone, and then they're getting thousands of dollars in contributions every stream. So when people say, yeah, but their content isn't that good. Yeah, but it doesn't matter what their content, if it's good or not. They're making insane money. It doesn't matter if their content's actually good. It depends on if there's an audience for the content or who will pay for it. Everyone says my content sucks ass, but I'm doing good. I'm happy with how I'm doing. So who cares if my content sucks ass? I like it, you like it, and we're doing good, so who cares?
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
But it is weird, like, I don't understand how any of it
Exit
works.
now.
Like with LTG, for example,
Keep
right?
left, and then
You're gonna
turn
tell
left.
me that with this guy who supposedly is one of the most hated guys on the internet for the heinous things he said and done, has 3,000 plus legit subs over on Twitch? Something doesn't sound right. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And apparently when he streams, it claims that there's like an insane amount of viewers on his streams, and it's like, where are they? If he really has an insane amount of viewers, why don't they talk in his chat? I told you, the one clip I ever watched of him streaming, there was no one talking in his chat. It was dead. His chat was completely fucking dead. But it said he had like thousands of viewers. But I don't know if there's any way to really prove anything, honestly, with this stuff. I don't. Again, I'm a newcomer to it. The only time that I even see any of it is when these idiot trolls viewbot me, and I have nothing to do with it. You can't stop it. Like, there's no way to stop viewbotting, and you always know they're viewbotting because you see my chat is its normal pace. Yet somehow my stream shoots up all these viewers. I'm not doing that. I'm just fucking streaming. I have nothing to do with it. Could it be that people are actually like viewbotting these people against their will? Do you think that? Maybe people viewbot like Kino Casino and LTG and they have nothing to do with it either. It could be. I don't know. I try not to buy into all the drama shit. I don't know anything about it. Why would I buy into the drama stuff when I don't know anything about it, you know? I don't know the truth of any of it. I don't know how it works. You would think viewbotting would even make sense because it probably costs more to viewbot than the benefit you would ever get from a viewbot, right? Then again, I don't know. I know nothing about it. I'm so ignorant. The little bit that I dabbled in this drama stuff last year was like so introductory, and I didn't really learn much about it, and I just don't want to learn anything about it, you know? I want nothing to do with it. I just want to do my own shit. Really? Dunsfelter says, big Twitch streamers are starting to admit everyone on the site is viewbotting. Even advertisers sponsoring streams to help them will get more views that way and stuff. Oh, man, I don't know. Again, I have nothing to do with it. To me, see, here's the thing. To me, I don't want artificial views. I'd rather want to know what my real views are to judge if something is doing well or not. I was frustrated the other day. I was trying to figure out how well my stream was doing, and it was like, oh, 2,000 viewers. These aren't real. How do I know if the game is doing well if I have all these fake fucking viewers? Get out of here.
Get ready to turn left.
Excuse me.
Turn left, and then turn left. Turn left. Rerouting.
Wait, what? I did turn left.
Turn left.
Where the fuck was I supposed to turn left? There was a tiny entrance over there? Seriously? There was a tiny entrance gate that I missed. Shit. I want to be done with this job. It's taking forever. Because I already went the wrong way once.
At the roundabout, take the 4th exit.
The roundabout. God damn. Now there's a fucking roundabout. God, please end this job. It's the most tedious job. The first job was long and a triple flatbed. And somehow it was... God, you've got to be kidding. I hit a rock. I hit a fucking rock. God damn it. Look. I hit a stupid rock. Come on. Cold, my God. Did I get around? I'm still not around this fucking rock? Dude, I can't get off this rock. Okay, I'm off the rock. Jesus.
Exit now. Never mind. I'll find a new route.
I've had enough. I'm just pulling
Turn
in.
left.
This is fucking horrible. Seriously, watch this shit. I've had enough. Where the fuck is the entrance? Where is it? Oh my God, no wonder I didn't see it.
Get ready.
The entrance is in the
left.
middle of the street.
Turn left, and then turn left.
Turn left, and then turn left. Where the fuck is the entrance? Look how you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do this to get in here. I'm serious. Look how they designed this fucking place. Look. You have to go around this stop sign at a bizarre angle to pull into it.
Turn left.
No wonder I fucked this up.
Here we are. safe and sound.
That was insanely stupid. All right. God damn, that was dumb. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Ugh. All right, it still was excellent. Even though I missed the exit, I still got there in the correct amount of time, and we leveled up, which is excellent. All right. Well, let's get the next to last hazardous cargo. There's only one left. After that, we'll start doing these again. All right, guys. It's been a fun stream. We hit the goal. We upgraded the truck. Thank you to Buckwell, who got us Idaho, and we did a job in Idaho tonight. That was extra fun. We customized the truck a bit and had a good one. So we will have more American Truck Sim next week. It is going to be next week. Even though this is a long week for me, we pretty much have like all the streams planned out. And we'll see where it takes us. Right. Thank you again for making this one of the most successful series I've ever done on the internet, because every single time we do it, you guys come out and hang out and support, and I really appreciate it. All right, guys? Thank you. See you next time for more American Truck Sim.